Welcome back. Today is the 5th day of the Minnesota State Fair, and it is dedicated to seniors. Today and this Thursday, anyone above the age of 65 can enjoy a discounted entry ticket of $15. Also happening Monday, the Minnesota State Patrol is celebrating its Appreciation Day with fun activities, demonstrations, and giveaways at the fair. This year's event marks 25 years since the death of Trooper Ted Foss, killed in the line of duty. Fairgoers can sign a special version of the Ted Foss Memorial Highway sign, pledging to follow the Move Over law to make for work crews to work safer for emergency crews. A new study shows that Minnesota saw the nation's second largest drop in alcohol use in recent years. The Minnesota State Fair vendors are taking note of the trend, now offering a variety of options for every taste. Joe McCoy has the story.
The Great Minnesota Get-Together is now in full swing.
All the numbers on the box match the numbers in the corner.
And one of the vendors seeing a steady stream of customers
Have a great day.
is the Minnesota Craft Brewers Guild.
It has been an incredible fair so far.
Lindsay Darling, event manager for the Brewers Guild, says people have been lined up for the craft beer flights since doors opened at 9 a.m.
We have different flights from 85 different breweries. We have over 200 different beers, 500 kegs, and they are rotating throughout the day.
A Gallup poll released this month shows only 54% of U.S. adults consume alcohol, the smallest percentage in 90 years. That's one reason Darling says they started offering non-alcoholic beers at the fair last year.
We always want to make sure that we're bringing out to the fair what our members are serving in their brewery. And a lot of them are serving not just beer. There's seltzers, there's non-alcoholic options.
This is a coffee lager, which I'm deeply enjoying.
Alyssa Ryan Joy and her friends are sticking with the real thing, but they too have seen a shift in alcohol consumption.
Amongst people my age, yes, I feel like there's more people who are kind of going a sober route.
Luckily for the breweries, there are still plenty of fair goers looking to refresh with a cold one.
Look at that happy customer.
At the Minnesota State Fair, Joe McCoy, KARE 11 News.
Still no daily records at the Minnesota State Fair. Just over 184,000 people visited Sunday. Saturday was nearly 199,000. Record for that day is 222,000 back in 2018. Friday saw nearly 154,000 people, 17,000 less than last year's record. Thursday, the first day of the fair, was about 1,700 shy from last year's record-breaking opening day at 137,000.
Now, the fair, as we know, is an excellent place to do some people watching, but sometimes it can be a little loud to sit down and have an actual conversation. Luckily, our own Sammy Selena found the perfect person and place to talk about everything that makes the Great Minnesota Get-Together so wonderful.
I gotta say, I love the rides here at the Minnesota State Fair. I love the Sky Glider because you get a little bit of a bird's eye view, but I don't think anyone should have to go on the Sky Glider alone.
So I went on a hunt.
Let's go.
For someone who would say yes to getting ourselves in a little bit of trouble.
I am trying to find someone who would want to do an interview with me on the Sky Glider. You?
Well, that was easy.
2, 1. So what is your name?
My name's Dean.
Dean Winterland?
Yep.
How old are you?
I'm 10 and a half.
Dean tells me he's a mischievous one.
You get into trouble a lot?
Yeah. Well, trouble somehow always finds me.
When's the last time that trouble found you?
A couple minutes ago.
You mean me?
But it looks like I found a perfect partner in crime for this ride. But he has another he'd rather be on.
It's hard to choose. There's so much fun stuff. The giant slide, as you can tell.
I love the giant slide.
I think that's my favorite.
He loves the state fair.
Well, something I don't like about the state fair is when people just throw stuff on that roof. Oh my goodness, they're close.
Don't look.
Wait, what?
Don't look.
But there is much more to love than hate.
If you need coffee, you should go to Anchor. And if you need fun, you should go to the giant slide.
You know what? I thought we were only going to do one ride, but I think we need to go on the giant slide together. What do you think?
Oh, yes! Yes, yes, yes!
Normally, you try to avoid trouble.
Maybe trouble was on my side this time.
But if Dean is trouble, like he says,
Ready?
I'm sure glad it found me. Sammy Solina, KARE 11 News.
And that kid should have kept asking Sammy for more rides. Well, these cooler temps remind us that the fall season's not too far away. And with that returns Starbucks' beloved and polarizing drink, Pumpkin Spice Latte, on the menu starting tomorrow. This year, the drink returns earlier than usual, prompted by everyone's extensive Google searching for pumpkin spice. Other fall drinks, including the Pumpkin Cream Cold Brew, Iced Pumpkin Cream Chai, and Pecan Crunch Oatmeal Latte, are also coming back tomorrow. Stick with us. More news and weather is coming up after the break.